Hello everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my beautiful Taurus. And it's for October 2018. So it's for you, my gorgeous Taurus, and it's for October 2018. Your throat is going to be quite sensitive area this month. Your throat is going to be quite sensitive, and your stomach again. A little bit of digestion that we previously had, and lots of signs seems to be affected with the digestion, sensitive digestion issues and things like that. I really want to stress that there is an edit that is going to be needed. The reason why there is an edit that is going to be needed when it comes to your diet and when it comes to your food, it's because it needs to be this change of energy, the change of energy that is going to balance things out, which means even if you are eating healthy, the secret here is basically, that even if you are eating healthy, even if you are eating perfectly, this is the sign that you are going to need to bring something into your diet, or you're going to need to take something out of your diet in order to actually help out with these digestive issues and with the tummy problems. When I say digestive issues, it just means that basically, like when you're eating food, you're going to find yourself throughout October feeling like, oh God, for like, let's say, unknown reason, you will be thinking like, why is my tummy hurting? Why is my, not hurting, but why do you feel uncomfortable? And the reason why you're going to feel like uncomfortable after eating, after your food, when it comes to the actual October, is because this particular change is going to be needed, edit. Or you're going to need to take something out of your diet, or you're going to need to bring something in. And please try to stick to water. Also important, this is so important, seriously. I know some people just don't think it's so serious, but like when it comes to toothpaste, and when it comes to the things that you're actually using, like for your mouth, you see, toothpaste, mouthwash, please make sure it's like natural, fluoride free, natural. This is what I highly suggest. Okay, so toothpaste, natural, fluoride free, and the mouthwash, make sure it's a fluoride free, because this is also very negative when it comes to your stomach, when it comes to your digestion, because these things can actually irritate things even more. And that's why I'm just saying, just to try to stick to natural products. On the other hand, what else I think that you should do seriously is to consider taking like probiotic, like acidophilus and things like that. Whether you're going to be taking this every day, I would highly suggest to take it like every couple of days or every day even, and basically just to take it like in a capsule form, or maybe take it like in like a yogurt or kefir, which is the type of yogurt as well, it's called kefir. And basically just whichever solution you feel drawn to, whichever supplement you feel drawn to, but capsules seems to be quite effective indeed. So this is something that I highly suggest to take like a friendly bacteria, okay? But also on the other hand, when it comes to the actual energy levels, this is going to be great months again. It's going to be good months when it comes to energy levels and productivity, which means just go for it. Do what you wanted to do in a really long time. Make what you wanted to make in a really long time. There were things that you wanted to change, change, blah. Just do it, go for it this month, because you are going to find yourself being ridiculously productive without even realizing. So you're going to be working on something, and when it comes to the actual October and your energy, you will find yourself, oh great, you thought that you were working for like 8 hours or something, and then you realize you were working for 11 hours and you were so productive and it was amazing, and you're just wondering, like, you will be wondering like, oh my God, it's just like I've managed to achieve so much. And that's what I'm saying, it's an absolutely fantastic, bombastic, amazing month when it comes to achievement. This is really important. Not achievement as well, yeah, achievement, but it's more like your own personal effectiveness, that you can actually reflect on things around you. You can also use this, for example, like at home. If you want to do things at home in your garden, if you want to change things, you want to do things, whatever you need to do. And also concentration levels are going to be absolutely outstanding, brilliant concentration levels this month, you see. And this is why it's fantastic to kind of do things also like any legal things that you may have. It's going to be brilliant months to do any new beginnings and things like that. I think it's going to be absolutely wonderful. And now what I get really excited about you, Taurus, this month, you see, I will tell you something, that your number is number 10 this month. It is a Wheel of Fortune month. It is your destiny month. It is the month of your fortune. What does that mean? It means that your fortune is about to change. Not saying, oh God, it's all going to be negative, blah, blah, blah. No, baby, no. This is going to be in a really good way, destiny and fortune month, which means that you are going to have an opportunity, very, very important opportunity this month in order to change something really big, in order to change something that was really driving you like crazy, in order to change something that was really making you really negative and something that you thought it was stronger than you. This is really, really personal. This is really, really deep. And this is why this is going to be a Wheel of Fortune month. Wheel of Fortune month is going to be very significant. And as we speak now, the Wheel of Fortune is already rolling towards you and making necessary changes and allowing the energy to actually start changing. You also have been through a lot. Okay, emotionally you have been through a lot, and this is now just the time of unfoldment, and this is why I'm saying that this is going to be brilliant, because October is going to be your turning point. Okay, very good news when it comes to finances, and very good news when it comes to the new direction. I'm getting really excited about you, Taurus, indeed. By the end of October there is something really wonderful going to happen, and I will talk about it a bit later, because everything is connected. This month is going to be very special. This month is going to be very significant, because we have 31st of October. On the 31st of October is Samhain. Some call it Halloween. I call it Samhain, which is the best day of the year to me, of course. It's like, yay, it's just my day, really. It's like when the actual veil in between this world and the spirit world is going to be at its thinnest, which means that, of course, we have a spirit, and spirit world is always around us. But what is going to be different, that the actual relatives that have passed away, or friends, or partners, or whoever passed away, people who used to mean to us a lot, people who still mean to us a lot, spirits, they're just in the spirit world now. This is going to be the opportunity for them to get in touch with you, to get in touch with us. And they're very excited. The spirit world is getting very excited at this point, at this moment. This energy starts like right at the 1st of October, at the beginning of October. By the time we get to the 31st of October, it's gonna be amazing. So there is going to be something that is going to happen on the 31st of October, and I will tell you this, what is going to happen to you on the 31st of October, and what to watch for indeed. This month is going to be amazing. I'm getting all this energy. I'm getting already excited for you, Taurus. Okay, so now the first day that I want you to pay attention to is going to be on the 5th of October. Now, the 5th of October is going to be a brilliant day, because it's going to start really strange. It's going to start really weird. You will wake up in the morning, you're going to feel a little bit strange. This is because the night before you will have like a really powerful, strong astral projection, really strong traveling. We have this all the time, all of us. It's just that we don't remember. It's only a certain percentage of our brain that is working normally. But when we go to sleep, we have so much of our brain, the larger percentage starts working, and we start astral projection, we start traveling and things like that. If we are meant to remember, we will remember. But sometimes that just leaves us, like when we wake up in the morning, we feel really strange, we feel really bizarre, we feel like we are part of the different dimension. And this is because your brain and your mind is going to be traveling. It is going to be part of the different dimension. That's why you're going to feel a little bit strange. But that is going to be really interesting, because you will start feeling drawn to the particular thing, and that is just going to become very significant on the 31st of October. And I will say this. Now, the 5th of October is going to have a direct connection with the 31st of October, indeed, and I will say why. The 5th of October is also going to bring a really good success and gain. You will realize that you're on the right track, you will realize you're on the right journey, and this is going to be really good. This is not only like about emotions, this is not only about the materialistic side of the things. this is not only about a success, although it is about success as well, but it's about your own luck. It's about to change, it's about to start turning to better. Okay, so and when it comes to the actual emotions, this is going to be a great day for emotions, because there is a big problem that is going to come to an end, and that big problem is going to be able to release you. And that big problem was connected to you, it was connected to your family, it was connected to like materialistic things, like home, finances and things like that. It all comes into one thing, and it's huge, it was massive, and now the big problem is going to come to an end, and this is brilliant. Another thing I was going to say is that basically if you do have like any negotiations or anything like that that you want a particular day to use for that, then 5th of October it's going to be amazing to use like for any kind of negotiation that you may have, because if you work with this particular energy, this is just going to take you so much further than what you would normally go. The ground is going to be very fertile indeed, yeah? The ground is going to be very fertile on the 5th of October, and this is why am I saying that this is going to be so important, okay? So any negotiations, any new beginnings, any new start or anything like that that you may have, please try to do it on the 5th of October. I highly recommend to get something like a moldavite. You see this beautiful moldavite? Comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link is in the description below if you would like to buy it from my store. This is something that I highly recommend to wear in October and November indeed. And this is absolutely brilliant, especially when we are going through certain changes when it comes to our career, finances, and when we are making decisions. Moldavite is really good, because on one hand it protects us when we are open to all sorts of energies, and October is going to be very significant when it comes to us being in connection with other energies, which is great. But on another hand, it can drain our energy. It depends, and that's why in order to protect us against maybe not as positive energies, then I would just highly recommend you to get like a moldavite. But on another hand, it's brilliant to attract money, to attract finances. It's very good for your career, making choices, and helps you to like kind of get that balance, feel that balance, and make the best possible decisions. So get moldavite indeed. Okay, another important day that I want to say to you is going to be on 11th of October. The 11th of October, it's just like a very interesting day, because on one hand you are going to kind of you're gonna kind of start feeling very optimistic about something new, very optimistic about the new level in your life, very optimistic about the new stage in your life, and you're gonna like this. You're gonna start feeling drawn towards something you haven't felt drawn towards. You were thinking about something, it's something from your past, something very much so what you have been doing in your past, what you have been focusing in your past, what you wanted to happen in your past. This is going to be the direct reflection from it. It's just going to little bit changed, and now it's just going to kind of also gonna come to you, it's going to travel to you, and it's just going to start feeling like it's the right time to make the certain move. Also, please, another thing that I wanted to say on the 11th of October, I really need to warn you. Also, on 11th of October, try not to talk about your personal stuff. Try not to talk about things that are really personal to you, maybe financial things and things like that. Things that don't consider other people, or things that other people can maybe use against you, something like that. Be careful. On the 11th of October, don't talk about it, because there is somebody who's just not really nice going to be around you. Little snake in the grass is going to come out, you know. Unfortunately, this is life, you know. It's not that everybody is really positive. Some people are just really naughty, you know, and there is somebody who's going to try to use you, but this person that hasn't got anything against you personally, this person is just like that towards everybody else. It's just their own particular reflection that it's not really nice. So please, just do me a favor. On the 11th of October, try to stick to being quiet when it comes to personal things, or when it comes to anything that doesn't concern anybody else, okay? Because this is the best way to actually protect ourselves from people like this, okay? The third important date is going to be on the 28th of October. Now, the 28th of October is going to be a really good date, because there is going to be a really great opportunity that you are going to have. This opportunity that you are going to have, it's also going to be like a request, challenge, proposal, and proposition. This is most certainly going to be the day when you're going to start feeling really, really good. You're going to start feeling really, really excited. You're going to have lots of energy on this day, and this day is going to feel amazing right from the first thing in the morning, right from the first thing as soon as you wake up. And I think that this is brilliant because it is going to give you the opportunity to do something for someone who you love, to do something that you couldn't do before. It is going to be the mixture of happiness, mixture of excitement, and mixture of being in a better position, and the realization that you're in a better position in order to like do things that you couldn't do before. And that in itself is going to make you feel really, really good, because you're going to help someone else, and that karmically it's going to be amazing, because the whole of October is going to be really spiritual, because this veiling between this world and the spirit world, it's going to be at its thinnest, what I said before. So this is brilliant, because this is going to bring you harmony, balanced force, and also it's going to kind of give you more things to focus on, more things, you know, your life is going to become more colorful. I'm not just like these beautiful flowers, but I'm not saying that your life is not colorful or anything like that, please don't get me wrong, but most certainly after this moment, after this point, it's going to become more colorful. There are three things that you're going to be focusing on quite a lot. Okay, this is what I was going to say. On the 31st of October, it's the last, that's your fourth date this month. The 31st of October, it's an exciting day because the actual veiling between this world and the spirit world is at its thinnest. And this is what I was going to say before. We have like a spirit around us all the time. But this is in particular, we're going to have our relatives or people that used to mean to us a lot that are going to come through on the 31st of October. Now, they're excited, as I said before, because they will have the opportunity to tell you something, to give you something, to reward you with something, okay? You may not like, I'm not saying that you're going to see them, hello, you know, but it's just about the emotions, it's just about a feeling, it's just about a balance, it's just about sensing them when we don't normally sense them, and in a way that we don't normally sense them. And they're very excited because what they're going to do is take a little bit of our energy, borrow a little bit of our energy, and just whisper one particular word into our ear. Whether you're going to hear it physically or whether you're going to like kind of, and we're going to perceive this word in so many different ways. You could hear it literally. You can hear it while you're sleeping. You can hear it while you wake up. It can be on your mind while you wake up, okay? And this is what I said, that this is going to be so amazing, because what is going on the 5th of October in your life, the direct answer to that is going to come to you on the 31st of October, where you're going to get a message from your relative, okay? And this message, a message from your relative who passed away, I was going to say, it could be like a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, you know, it could be anyone really that means to you a lot, okay? And vice versa. And that message is going to be amazing. It's going to come in the form of a one word, okay? And this is going to be brilliant because, as I said, it's going to be completely connected to the 5th of October. Okay, so, and that message is going to be so important, like there is no tomorrow. But then it could come to you in any way. You could maybe read something on an internet and then some word is sticking out. You can look outside and you see certain word it's sticking out. Maybe you can just look at the poster or something, picture, and you see a certain word, and you're attached to, you're attracted to this particular word. It's going to come in all sorts of ways. However, it's going to be really exciting indeed. Okay, so now the very first day that I want you to pay attention to, the actual first week of October, it's going to start like a very first day. It's just going to start like a little unsatisfaction. The very first day of October, it's going to start like oh no, you're just going to like kind of it's that yin yang, you know, like it needs to be you know, after the rain it's going to be sun, you know. Okay, so to be sunny there needs to be the rain, and this is going to be the rain for you. Your rain is going to be on the 1st of October. At least it's going to be the beginning. But then it's just going to make you feel like, oh God, you know, you're going to feel a little bit low, you're going to feel a little bit down, you're going to feel a little bit negative. And this is really good, you know, because subconscious mind is going to become very powerful. You're going to start connecting to the spirit world already straight away from the 1st of October. And this is why you're going to need to kind of like bring your energies down in this way, so you can shine your light on those areas in your life that you kind of maybe subconsciously ignoring, you see. And this is why this is going to be so important, because there is some kind of enslavement enslavement situation, tricked and not really nice situation that is completely connected to this, that you feel like that about it and you want to kind of move away from it, but you will realize very soon at the beginning of October you are going to be the part of some kind of competition. So just make sure that you do everything the correct way, make sure that you do everything right and things like that, because you will be watched, but in a good way indeed. That is going to be followed also by you wanting to like really feeling stronger to change a certain part of your life that was working for you just like about maybe 8 months ago, but in the last 8 months you were just constantly focusing on just changing something, and now this is going to be the time, because it's going to be the right balance. You're going to realize it's going to be much quicker and much sooner than it would normally happen. And also very, very exciting, this is going to open the new door for the whole new beginning, and this is really good. And just remember what I said, it's number 10 is your number, my babies, and it's all about the turning point, it's all about destiny, and it's all about your fortune, and this is going to resolve in you having a whole new beginning. And this is brilliant because you're going to feel very excited about, and you will know exactly what to do. The answer will be yes, very strongly certain answer is going to be yes, and also that is going to lead towards your own personal success, and this is going to be brilliant. The mid-October, it's also going to bring somebody who's going to try to like a kind of control you, and this person is just somebody who's above you, or somebody who's like some kind of authority, like a manager, whatever it is, you know. And also it's just going to scrutinize you, and you're not going to like it, you're going to feel challenged. But I just have to say, just kind of try to kind of just ignore the whole situation, try to avoid the whole situation, because that in itself is just going to make you realize that maybe with certain things in your life it's actually going to be the time to move on. Those things that you thought that you were like quite powerless about, now it's going to be good. And especially when it comes to your future planning, the answer to this is going to be the future planning. If you feel down, if you feel low or something like that, and you don't know which side to choose or which way to go, just think about your future, think about your future planning, and you're just going to be able to forget about everything else. Big wish is going to come through, but that is going to be good. And this is a very much so to do with like career, financial situations and things like that. But that is going to bring a little bit indecisive situation. The indecisive situation that you are going to have, it's going to be connected to your own personal security, and it's going to be connected to your personal power. And that in itself, by the time we get to the last October, you see the last week, it's going to be very interesting, because you're just going to have a one night, one evening where you're going to have a difficulties to sleep, or you're not going to be able to fall asleep that easy. You're going to have your own little hermit mode at night, indeed. And that hermit mode at night is just automatically somehow out of the blue gonna make you realize something about the money, something about the finances, and something about some kind of inheritance, or the fact that you're going to be part of some kind of financial reward where other people are going to be part of it, but you're just gonna wait a little, you're gonna need to wait a little bit longer, and you're gonna need to be a bit more assertive. Okay, there is the situation that you were hoping to change this month when it comes to your work, something new, something big, but you're just going to realize it's fine. Your stamina is becoming more powerful, your strength is becoming more powerful, you're on the right track, you're on the right journey. It's just basically the realization that in moderation you will need to kind of change things a little bit, you will need to kind of reorganize things a little bit and stay exactly where you are, what you are, and it's going to be absolutely brilliant. There is an advice, very, very powerful, wise advice that you are going to have, that you are going to receive, and that advice is going to be amazing. And this advice is also going to be connected to your financial situation and to the actual future planning and your own personal prosperity. It is just the last week of October is just going to make you feel so good. The last week of October is just going to make you feel absolutely brilliant, and you're going to be really happy with yourself, you're going to be really happy with your achievement, and you're going to realize that there is no point to worry, there is no point to think negative, there is no point to bring yourself down, because it's just so much is going to change this month that it's actually your balance is just going to become so much more positive, and that in itself is just going to reflect on you in such a great way. And the new passion is going to come through, a new beginning is going to come through, and that in itself is just going to make you feel really, really wonderful. I do see a really nice journey, some kind of journey or some kind of trip that is going to be planned as well at the end of the month, and that particular trip or that particular journey is going to be very, very significant for you, because it means that spiritually this is something you need to do, and spiritually you need to reward yourself. Time to just step back from the situation, time to just kind of step back, you know, and just look towards the slightly different dimension and relax a little bit. And October is going to be absolutely perfect month for it, because you will be feeling things, you will be sensing things, and there's a lot that you're going to realize this month as well. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, my beautiful Taurus, I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to concentrate on those of you that are actually in relationship. Okay, so it's for you, my beautiful Taurus. It's for those of you that are actually in relationship. Okay, for October 2018. Oh dear. Okay, cool. So basically what it is, the partner is going to be going through something very difficult. Your partner is going to be going through very difficult change, to very deep change. Emotionally, your partner is going to be affected, whether this is going to be completely obvious, or whether this is going to be something that your partner is going to try to hide from you, or maybe your partner is going to try to be really strong, but it's just this really difficult situation that your partner is going to be going through this month. And I really feel that this is going to be very emotional. Your partner is going to be affected God. Oh dear. Your partner is going to be like completely affected on an emotional level, and it is just something that it is going to require from you kind of to just help them out a little bit and spend some time with them, because it's going to be kind of unhappy situation. But then again, it's nothing to do with you, and it's nothing to do with what happened with you, but it's just something in your partner's life, perhaps his family or her family, their family, sorry, and it's just basically, it's just all depends. There are three things that are also going to be very, very crucial to actually pay attention to, and to kind of like there are three things that are going to be very, very significant when it comes to this situation. And so this month, if you don't know anything in October that your partner is going through, just kind of like just make sure that you are always available, and make sure that you know everything is okay, and try to see if you can see any changes. And maybe your partner is going to be really quiet and will not want to talk about it. However, this is actually going to be half and a half this month, so there's going to be the big problem that your partner is going to go through, and I want to let you know, because your partner may be really, really quiet, and then that problem is going to be going on for like about first couple of weeks, and then the next couple of weeks is going to be really brilliant, because you will step through, you will step in, and your partner is actually going to realize as well how much they love you, how much you actually mean to them, and this is going to be brilliant in so many different levels. This is going to be such a deep month for both of you, such a absolutely beautiful and spiritual month, but it's going to be very deep when it comes to your own emotions. You're going to realize how much your partner loves you, and your partner is going to realize how much you love them. So however, at the end of the month it's going to be really, really good, but this negative situation is going to kind of work out really, really good later on, because your partner is going to realize how much they actually love you. Okay, and now I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to concentrate on those Tauruses that are actually in that are single, and it's for October 2018. Taurus single, October 2018. Taurus single, October 2018. Ooh. Right, single Taurus. This is gonna be something really, really interesting. I'm telling you, I seriously see something very, very special is about to happen. I know for the fact that you're going to be like socializing a lot in October. You're going to be it's going to be your time of awakening. It's going to be your own time when you're going to start feeling a new direction. It's going to be your own time when you will finally start feeling like you want changes, and you're going to like these changes. You're going to have lots of moments like, oh, I don't care, I'm just going to do it. And that's brilliant. That's absolutely fantastic. That's absolutely perfect, because that is actually going to bring some someone very, very, very special into your life, and there is someone that you're gonna meet, and that person is gonna kind of be very, very optimistic in so many different ways, but that person is also going to be very powerful in many different ways. I do see that you're gonna get on like really, really well on friendly level, but then again, that person is going to inspire you in so many different ways. I'm telling you that you're going to meet somebody that is going to be so special that you're going to find yourself in a situation and thinking, you're going to keep on thinking like, is this really happening? Is this really true? Do I really think this? And it's very, very strange how you're automatically also going to see that person as somebody who you would like literally want to marry straight away. Perhaps you don't see things like that normally. Perhaps you don't act like that normally, because perhaps this is not something that you see normally. And this is why when we meet somebody really special, this is why when we meet somebody really different, this is why it affects us in such an amazing way. And this is, you're going to find yourself in a situation where you will feel completely like you know this person like already. You've met this person already, because you're gonna get on so many different levels, and also that person is gonna make you feel really, really happy. That person is gonna make you feel really ecstatic, and that person is gonna give you like a whole new optimism and inspiration to your life, and it's gonna make you feel really, really good about yourself. And also through this person, you're gonna start to realize how to love yourself in a different way as well, because that person is going to be able to notice things about you that nobody else notices, but you will like it. So my beautiful Tauruses, prepare to meet someone really, really special, and my advice is just go out as much as you can and go and socialize throughout October as much as you can, because there is someone that you're gonna meet and you are about to be swept off your feet, literally. Okay, my beautiful Tauruses, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love you to bits. I'm sending the brightest blessings, love and light. And of course, I wish you the best possible October, and also I wish you the happiest Samhain or Halloween on the 31st of October. And also on the 31st of October, don't forget to make a wish. Thank you ever so much for watching. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.